I'm still playing until we hit 1,000 or lose. 29 points away, less than 4 days until that weekend classic starts. I did upgrade my God squad. We've made a little bit of changes. Tim Raines is into left field. Pete Crow Armstrong into right field. Now for the rotation, Dustin May is going to be making his debut today, replacing Jordan Zimmerman. We've added Andres Munoz, Eric Gagne, and Danny Colombe to the bullpen. If there's any other changes y'all think I should make, is there any other relievers, any other starters, any position players that I should be using? Let me know down in that comment section. We are the away team, so we're hitting first, facing John Donaldson. We got Dustin May making his debut. I've been so bad versus that card. I'm hoping he does just as good for me when I'm actually using him. Our opponent's 37-16, 919 rating. We are 29 points away from making World Series. He's got me beats on all the hitting stats. We got him beat on all the pitching stats. Full count to Beltran, leadoff walk. That's beautiful because Gilbert Hodges has been a home run machine recently. No, anything but a double play. Anything but DP. 100 off the bat. He really just hit it too hard and obviously too much on top of that. But that's sad following the leadoff walk, man. I hate that. Oh, there's my first hit of the game. I'll take it, man. Let's try to start a 2-out rally. I forgot who my cleanup hitter is, so I'm hoping it's not Ketel Marte, but I think it might be. And we got a 3-2 count to Ketel. Tim Raines on deck. Runner will be going on the pitch. And we missed it barely. Oh, good timing. I just didn't move the PCI. Not a bad inning, though. I felt like for legend difficulty, I was really seeing John Donaldson well. And I am so curious to see how Dustin May's debut goes, man. I suck versus this card here on Legend recently. I'm really hoping this dude does too. And that's the hard pitch for me, is that cutter. We strike out the first batter we face. That's a perfect start for Dustin May. That's not good. Oh, no. Wait, he just got a perfect bomb on my fastball. And there's another strikeout. So the homer was on the fastball, but Dustin May's primary pitch is the sinker. So that kind of makes me think I should rely more on that sinker than the fastball. If I would have thrown a sinker to Beltran instead of that fastball, I'm kind of thinking that we would have had not a homer. And besides the homer, not a bad first inning, but we're down to our final 24 ounce. I don't want to start the countdown too early, man, but that's scary. And he hits him 0-2. No, 1-2. No, I think it was 0-2. Yeah, 0-2. First 2 pitches strikes to Tim Raines to lead off the second, and then he hits me, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to try stealing with Tim Raines, man. I never steal. Runner. We got an amazing jump, but it's also a fastball down the middle. I wish I would have swung, but I also didn't want another double play, man. I didn't want 2 in 2 innings. Whenever I have home run distance with Scott Rowland, it's foul. For whatever reason, as we get ball 3, it's a full count. For whatever reason, I have a hard time hitting homers with him. Ball 4, baby. So we got a hit by pitch and a walk. That sets up the double play again. Ted Simmons has replaced Mike Napoli at catcher for now. And maybe that's why. He's been an on-base machine for me recently. 98 speed, I'm sending him home, man. I feel like we score easily, tie game. This is what we need to be doing. We really were seeing the ball well off of John Donaldson in the first. It seems like we are in the second. This is how I need to be hitting if we want to make 1,000 rating. Now, with that being said, PCA, he's a defensive substitution. Aaron Judge was my right fielder. Now it's Pete Crow Armstrong, who's got 44 power versus lefties, 70 versus righties. He's completely in there for his defense. He's maxed down on everything, including speed, fielding, arm strength, accuracy, reaction. Only in there for his defense. Pretty much only in there for his defense is also my 9-hitter, Bobby Witt. But he does have 4 homers on the year. And that would be a perfect time for number 5 with Carlos Beltran waiting on deck. I need to stop yapping, but really at this point, anything but a double play, guarantee Beltran and AB here. And that's ball 4, dog. I'm literally hands not on the controller, man. And he walks my worst hitter on my team. I'll take it. That brings up my best hitter. Anything but a double play. Beltran, bases loaded, 1 down. We need you to come through right here, baby. We absolutely need it. And he does, sort of. It's down the middle, man, and I fucking miss it. Oh, no. At least we take the lead, but what? I really dropped the PCI on a fastball down the middle? God, that's embarrassing. All right, we got 2 on, 2 down for Gilbert Hodges. Like I said, he's been a home run machine. He had that DP in his first AB. It looked like we might have been on top of it. I'm not sure, but we need him to come through. No, yes, please go, please, Gil. Gil Nye, the base. That's tragic. Maybe if we had good timing. We just missed that, though. And it's time for Dustin May to hopefully not give up homers here in his debut. I'm telling y'all, man, if we would have... That was a sinker right there. If we would have thrown a sinker to Beltran, I don't think my opponent would have had a homer. That cutter. I can't hit the cutter, and so far my opponent can't. I don't want to get too predictable, though, because that's one of my issues. Now, I played a game trying to get my rating back up because we had lost or whatever, and I ran into somebody who was streaming on YouTube. That was the sinker, but it was just... If y'all saw that, that was a terrible pitch. I regret that. It was like CJ12K or something. I don't know, but I clicked on his stream at one point, and he said something along the lines of, this dude's a really unorthodox pitcher or something. Just basically saying, like, I didn't pitch like most people do or something. Which, that's what I try to do, man. I am predictable for sure. I throw a lot of the same pitches. But I also try to be, like, super unpredictable, right? I try to just throw pitches that no one's ever expecting. Like, 3-0 circle changes or something, right? Like, I really... have this year made a conscious effort to try and throw pitches that people just... this has been a terrible inning, man. I tried to throw pitches that people wouldn't be expecting. I messed up right there. If he would have gone to third, he would have been easily safe. But this has been bad, man. This has been a bad debut for Dustin May. And I'm going to say, I mean, that was a good pitch. He's just chasing it there. But overall, the biggest issue on the day, man, is I think I'm throwing probably too many hittable pitches. Both homers have been on a sinker and then a fastball. Oh, this is not good. Yes! There we go. Got him. Okay. Whew. Besides the homer, it actually was kind of a bad inning. Too many hits. We've given up 5 hits through 2 with Dustin May. I hate that. I feel like I'm seeing John Donaldson pretty well. Made some hard contact and stuff. Good ABs, but I gotta start doing better. That's bad. Terrible start to the third right there. That's crazy work right there. Ketel Marte. I hope he goes yard, but it doesn't look like it. No, he does. Okay. That Baja Blast is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Hashtag I wish that was an ad. But we take the lead, man. We'll see if we could hold on to it. So far, Dustin May not doing too good. But John Donaldson not really either. Because that's pitch number 50. And it's only the third inning. I missed it, man. And I just chased a pitch, too. I don't like that. Full count to Scott Rowland. He dots me up, man. Great AB. Good inning because we took the lead. But now I'm a little bit scared. Beltran already has a homer. We've given up 2 so far through 2. Yeah, I think that I need to throw the fastball the least and then the sinker the second least. So far, so good here in the third. If we could not allow a run in the third, that'd be beautiful. We've allowed 1 in each of the first 2. We don't want to allow 1 here in inning number 3. We know Gilbert Hodges, though, man. He's got the power to just tie this game with 1 swing. We got to be careful, especially on these inside sinkers. And Gil Hodges is going to get such a weak little hit. That's tough. I mean, it's a ground rule double. That was weird. Yeah, we had him very early on it, which is good. The bad news is the tying run is in scoring position with 2 outs for a pretty good hitter. Jamer Candelario, moonshot card. He's hitting over 400 with this card. We get here. Beltran. Love having him in center field. Perfect. Not perfect, but good. Better. Bottom of the third. After 3, we're winning by 1. Finally, a scoreless inning for Dustin May. We need a lot more of those. He's had less than 40 pitches through 3. John Donaldson, I think, nearly has him doubled up. Sitting at now 64 pitches to start this game. Ted Simmons, dude. That's one of those I should have just taken. It's okay to take strikes sometimes, and we should have taken that one. It would have only been strike number 1. Yeah, striking out with PCA. That might be John Donaldson's first strike. No, second. We had the one looking. I don't know if we struck out more than twice, though. And with 2 outs, Bobby Witt would love to get on base. Oh, dude. First pitch swing, and I like that we had good timing, but I don't like that if I first pitch swing, it's an outs. I'm never a fan of that. The cutter inside is a great strikeout pitch for us so far. My opponent has had pretty good timing overall, though. We've had a decent amount of strikeouts. We've only allowed those 2 homers and then obviously a few hits and everything, but I don't feel like I'm fooling my opponent a ton, if that makes sense, right? I feel like their timing's good. It seems like they're tracking pitches well, but that's back-to-back scoreless innings for Dustin May, which is exactly what we need. We got our 1, 2, 3 hitters to start the 5th. John Donaldson probably getting low on energy, man. I think he's over 70 pitches through 4, so this is beautiful. We got to make him use pitches, and we got to try to make it so a solo shot doesn't tie this game. And I'm first pitch swinging for an ounce. All right, reset. I might take until 2 strikes the rest of this inning. I'm not sure, but I cannot be doing that. That's way too many first pitch outs in the last few batters. Gil, please drop. It's going to be a line, ain't it? Yeah. Darn, man, darn. Didn't have the PCI on it, though, but hit it hard. And we got 2 outs for Chase Headley. Come on now. I thought... What? Bro, that... Honestly, the dude in the crowd yelling caught me off guard. He said, I thought only horses slept standing up. And I genuinely, I'm not quite sure what he was referring to, because I checked my swing. I don't remember if it was a ball or shot. That just... that completely had me unfocused. I've never heard that voice line from somebody in the crowd. I thought only horses slept standing up. And I need to go back and watch that, because I actually am not quite sure what aspect of the play he was referring to. We got Beltran in center. Like I said, PCA in right field was a defensive replacement. And I wonder if he's bunting because he thought that should have been a hit. But, like, he was early on an outside pitch. Obviously, he had good PCI. And there's a homer anyways. All right, well. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. That's a perfect. Not going to bunt after that, I would assume. But, dude, we got him chasing the pitch, but it's in that middle part. Like, if I'm throwing a changeup, I need to get it here or here, not in that middle part of the zone, man. So far, I feel like Dustin May's been pretty good besides 3 homers. But right now, it's tied 3-3. And besides the 3 homers, we haven't pitched too badly, but I got to start hitting a little bit better. We're wearing down John Donaldson, but I'm not getting enough hits, not getting enough runs right now. Who we got up? I don't want to see that again, man. What spot in the lineup are we at? Our 4, 5, 6 hitter, Skatel, does have a homer in this game. He had that homer to put us in the lead. Wow. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. All of them insane good pitches. Like right on the edge of the strike zone. Just great from John Donaldson. Honestly, feels like I'm doing worse versus him as the game goes on. I feel like I was seeing him way better early. And now that he's at over 80 pitches, I feel like I'm struggling all of a sudden. Oh, man, that's bad. Well, we need a 2-out rally here. That's what I'm talking about, though. He's been doing that a lot here in this inning. Lots of dots like that. And then, yeah, that's another dot, though, too. Wow. It really does feel like John Donaldson's getting better late in this game, and we need Dustin May to do the same thing. We really can't afford another homer. We're tied at 3. We are the away team. If he scores, I'm down to my final 9 outs, and we do not want that, man. We got to be careful now. I thought we had him. Oh, 3 into the Gil Hodges. Please no homers. Got him. Whew. That was a scary AB, scary pitch. Candelario to Gil. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back outs. A strikeout and a ground out. We need a scoreless bottom of the 6th here. Yasmani 0 for 2. I think that's set with 2 strikeouts. We'll try to do it again if we can. And it's not a strikeout. We had him swinging through the cutter twice and then popping out on it after 6. We're tied at 3. Ted Simmons, Pete Crow Armstrong, Bobby Witt. If we can just get 1 base runner, that means Carlos Beltran will come up, which would be perfect. John Donaldson, 3 pitches away from 90, so he's probably getting low on energy. Let's check that out. Yeah, yellow energy. Got to assume we'll see a pitching change soon. And speaking of soon, it's 2-0 to Ted Simmons. Who are we going to see? We're going to see Jonathan Loizaga. Sinker, slurve, circle change, 4-seam, and a slider. Again, it's 2-0 to Ted Simmons. I thought he went yard. He did! Wow! Jesus Christ. Dude, Ted Simmons gives us the lead. Oh my god. Wow, okay. I'll take it. I hate it. I hate seeing those dots. Makes me sad. And then I feel like I had to swing at that. It's just... I feel like that pitch tunneling or whatever you want to call it, that was just perfect right there. But Beltran's guaranteed an AB here. It'd be nice if Bobby Witt could get on for him. This dude's been a good pitcher all game, though, man. Making great pitches. See, look at that. Right on the edges for the last, like, 4 innings. I tried to check it. I promise y'all I tried to check my swing right there. Beltran 0 for 1. Let's make it so a solo shot doesn't tie it, please. Let's try to get just a solo shot from him. So we have a 2-run lead. And we got a full count to Beltran. And I chase ball 4. Oh, I wish Gil Hodges would have come up. I had a feeling Gil would hit a homer if Beltran drew a walk. He's bunting, dude. Literally, I have not gone a game in like the last 6 or 7 without someone trying to bunt when they're losing late in the game. See, he can hit a home run. He already had one with Corey McCarroll. You don't need to be bunting, dog. You got the skills to hit a homer. Let's just hit. Now I will say, I can't stop someone from bunting. It's part of the game. I'm a broken record at this point. I feel like I should just keep it to myself at this point because y'all already know how I feel about it. I just wish they made it so it took more skill to bunt, but in the most recent patch, they did have a patch note. Literally, if you guys are seeing this on Tuesday, the patch was on Monday. It was on June 2nd, whenever y'all are seeing this. And in the patch notes, they said they made bunting and I almost gave up a homer. They said they made bunting and drag bunting harder on, or not harder, but just, oh, that's a jammed hit. That's the tying run on base. They said they made bunting less likely to be successful on higher difficulties, which we're on Legend today, so I would assume it's a lower chance. But, man, seeing that put the tying run on base, that's painful. That's real painful here, man. We got to be careful, especially with this insane Willie Castro at bat. And it's gone, yeah. A jammed hit leads to a 2-run go-ahead homer. I know that I made the pitch to give up the homer on, but the fact that... That's just sad. It hurts. I don't like to see that, but it is what it is. It happens. Oh, man. I have given up 4 homers, and they're all the reason I'm losing. Besides the homer, not a bad inning. Besides 4 homers, we really haven't pitched that badly. God, I wish I would have made a different pitch instead of that sinker. God, I wish I could have that back. I'm down to my final 6 outs now. Again, we're playing until we make 1,000 or until we lose, and I'm down to my final 6 outs. I really don't want to lose. I've given up 4 homers, but I don't really feel like I'm being outplayed this game. But obviously, we're being outscored. And we got Gil Hodges, Chase Headley, Ketel Marte. I wish it was Beltran to start, but it's some of my best cards. We're facing Darren O'Day. This is the time to tie the game. This is the time to take the lead, man. Come on now.
That's a ball.
Take as many pitches as we can. Make as many good swings as we can. And ball 4, please.
Did he go?
No, I did not. Ugh. Down to my final 5 outs. That would have been ball 4, man. That would have put the tying run on base for Chase Headley. And that's ball 4 if I don't swing, but we did swing. Back-to-back would have been walks, and I just can't check my swing. And it's strike 3 anyways. Wow. We could have had 2 on, nobody down, and here I am, no on, 2-buddy down. Chase. Oh, no, dude. Ketel Marte's got a homer this game. And there's ball 4. So we could have had the bases loaded. Dog, I'm so mad at myself for striking out twice. And Tim Raines hopefully extends the inning. If he goes to... Oh, I was going to say if he goes to second, we don't. Because we had a slow runner at first. Wow, so the tying run in scoring position, the go-ahead run on first. And we got Scott Rowland, who I suck with, versus righties. Am I above it? Early? What? Good timing, but I'm left of it. Left and above. And that's strike 2. Oh, no. We got to protect now. And we strike out. Down to my final 3 outs in this game. I upgraded my God squad. We're going to go to the bullpen here, man. Dustin May, bad debut, but it's my fault. Like, I made a decent amount of bad pitches. Andres Munoz, new to the bullpen. We're going to use him. Eric Gagne, Danny Colombe, also new. Probably going to bring in Danny Colombe if, and that's a big if, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Well, I'm glad that was a line drive and not a fly ball, because that might have been a homer if he was a little bit further under it. Gil Hodges, 1 for 3. The good news about Andres Munoz, though, is I think he's got max hits per 9 and pitching clutch, so the PCI is always going to be as tiny as possible.
That's a ball.
Which is exactly what we need. At this point, man, don't give up homers. Because if we can keep it tied, I like my chances to tie... I wish we were tied. If we can keep it at a 1-run deficit, I like my chances to tie the game. 3 foul balls in a row. He's early on a lot of them, so I don't like going to a fastball. And he doesn't even swing the fastball. I'm going back to it. I feel like he's going to expect a slider again. Yeah, not expecting a fastball, which is good. Overall, this game, I'm losing because of the homers, and I think a big part of them are they've been, I don't want to say predictable pitches, but they've been just way too hittable, like catching way too much of the plates. My opponent's kind of shown me that he's, I don't want to say better, but I think 3 of the 5 homers maybe were on sinkers or fastballs. So that go-ahead one, that 2-run shot following the jammed hit, was on a sinker below the zone. It's like I probably should have thrown this pitch right here. See, look at that. He's late on it. He's fouling it. Yeah, no, I think we're losing because I made some bad pitch decisions, and then obviously we just haven't hit as good as I would have liked. Going to throw a fastball. It's 3-2. Going to throw a circle change and hope he doesn't smack it. We live to see another pitch, or I guess he does. There we go. Hey, man, besides 4 homers, we didn't pitch that badly, but 4 homers is not what we needed because we don't have 4 homers of our own. But speaking of homers, Ted Simmons had one. His last day being the 7th. If he hits one, we'd be tied. I'm down to my final 3 outs in this game, playing until 1,000 or we lose. Let's try to clutch it up, baby. I said I was going to bring in Daniel Colombe for the 9th. And my opponent does right here. And I'm first pitch swinging for round number 1, down to my final 2 outs. And we got my 8-9 hitters. I think I'm going to do a pinch hitter here. I got PCN for his defense. He's 0 for 3. It's a lefty. 100% pinch hitting here, man. I got Ricky Henderson ready to go. We're going to go to Mike Napoli, 100%. Love having a good righty off the bench, but we need to tie the game. We need to tie the game here, man. And we tied the game. Perfect. Fuck you, baseball. Not my opponent. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying fuck you to that baseball in particular because we tie the game here. Now, that makes me kind of not want to bring in Danny Colombe, though. We'll see, but I don't know. Maybe I need to rethink my decisions.
Strikes.
And we strike out with Bobby Witts. Beltran, my final hope. If anybody's going to give us the lead, it would probably be Carlos Beltran. He's due. He's 0 for 2. I didn't mean to swing at that. We had good timing. PCI close to it, but I actually tried to check my swing. At least we tied the game. Obviously, Mike Napoli going to be replaced with Ricky Henderson. Wait, he doesn't have any secondaries. Does Tim Raines play right field? No. Shit. Wait, Tim Raines doesn't have secondaries? Hello? There's no Dude, I got so scared. Okay, Tim Raines, no secondaries. Wow. Okay, Ted Simmons. He plays left field. Oh, man, who's my DH? Chase Headley? Dog, I think we're just gonna put in, I think we're just going to go to Santander, I guess, man. This might cost me the game, but I'm going to go Santander in right field, I guess. I don't know. Now, he's got a lefty coming up, so I'm going to go to a lefty. I'm going Daniel Colombe. Let's hope he doesn't blow the game like he did for my opponent. We'll see, though. 1 pitch, 1 out. Perfect. God, please let me go to extras. I wish I was the home team so bad, though, because literally, if it's tied, he could just hit a homer and he wins. And Judge comes in to pinch hit for Corbin Carroll. So I like against Judge to... If I would have lost because I thought I had a righty on the mound, since I've been so used to that all game, I would have been mad. 0-2 to Judge. Let's go. Let's go cutter inside. He was bad against that with his lefties. Yes! There we go. Good shit. I've given up a lot of homers to Brian Roberts recently. And we are, yes, he went. No, dude, there's no way that I didn't check my swing on all of those, and he is right here. There we go, man. It's all good. No, I'm just playing around, though, but we're tied. I really was not sure if I expected to be here, but I've been playing pretty good on Legend this year. I feel like I've been playing good enough to hit 1,000, but if we want to make 1,000, we got to win games like this. Gil Hodges with Carlos Beltran in scoring position to start the 10th. Let's take the lead. But I suck versus Michael Kopech. If there's ever been a time to do good against Kopech, it's right now. And don't even advance him. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. At least we got Chase Headley coming up, but I can't believe I just did that. 3-2 to start. Wow, man. I wish we would have at least advanced the runner. That's so sad. Chase Headley gives us the lead. Jesus. Wow.
He's safe.
Oh, man. Now a homer is what we absolutely need. Ketel Marte, my cleanup hitter, man. Clean up these bases. I am literally begging you. And we get a fastball down the middle.
2 balls, 1 strike.
No! At least we have the lead, but no, man. Oh, God, what am I doing? 2 outs, 1 on, and it is going to be ball 4 to Tim Rain. So that's 2 on, 2 down. Scott Rowland, 0 for 3. I suck versus righties with him, but the good news is Kopech's low on energy. And he goes to another righty, though. Fresh energy, Luke Weaver. I don't blame him one bit. Oh, and that's such a good pitch. This might be bad. We might not score any more runs. And we got a full count. So with 2 outs, runners will be going on the pitch. Oh, oh God, man. I am going to intentionally walk Dominguez here. Set up a double play to just start the inning. So if we get one, there's 2 outs. It is going to be Willie Castor, who's got a homer. He is better in terms of contact versus lefties. Beltran is better versus lefties. I'm just going to keep Colin Bay in the game, though, man. I feel like this is a good card. I don't really want to use anybody else. We got Gagne, but I think Colin Bay is just better. So let's try to get a double play. And that's a ground ball. Terrible swing. Terrible swing, ties the game, puts 2 guys in scoring position, nobody down. That's tragic, man. Oh, we're going to intentionally walk the bases loaded, but it might be over. I'm going to have a miracle, I feel like, to not lose this game here. Is he going to... I was going to say, is he going to bunt? 0-1 to Santana.
1 strike.
Yeah. That sucks. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm probably going to keep trying to push for 1,000. We'll see if I make it, though, because we're further away now, man. We were 29 points away. It's going to be further here. But I hope y'all enjoyed at least. I'm sad we lost. I do still feel like I outplayed this dude, but I think just those home runs really killed me. Just a few bad pitches, and I guess he came through more when it mattered. But feel free to drop a like if you enjoy. Subscribe for daily uploads. We clearly got out-hit and outscored. I just really feel like I had a lot more hard-hit balls, but I really don't know either. I hope y'all enjoyed, though. Subscribe for daily videos. I hope y'all did enjoy, even though we lost. And hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's daily MLB 25 video, man. We're going to try to bounce back, I guess. Down to 950. Oh, that's so sad.